welcome back to Simply Fishy. Today we are going to be unboxing my dad's sulphur reactor and I'm going to talk you through how we're going to put it up. They made sure this hasn't got damaged along the way. So this is for the reactor, and this is the pipe that's going to let the water into the reactor, and here is the little thing that's going to tee the main pipe off, and we're going to show you how to put it all together in a minute.
So this is just everything that came in the reactor. And what's in that other box there, Harry?
It's the filter.
Do you want to open it up and let's have a look? See, I'm going to pimp my filter just a little bit more than Harry's.
So this is the media in here that my dad is going to use. So this is what's going to take out the phosphates.
And we've heard some mixed reviews about this.
And it said that this can float and easily break apart. So we're going to put this here, and then from the other sulphur reactor we're going to take that and put that here.
Yeah, so we're going to try.
So that this can't float, and if it does break apart we can just easily take it out. So my dad's had this Alfagrog in here for 3 days with some fish food and a bit of stability to kick-start it. We have got a bit of lava rock in here, but it'll probably take too much space up in the reactor. So we're going to use this because it's smaller, and the gaps that are left, we're going to put this and some of this in the gaps so it'll fill it all up.
And we'll cut back once we've done that.
So I'm just unscrewing the lid. Ooh, got to hold the bottom so we'll get this off. So we're just going to put an equal amount of sulphur and calcium as a layer at the bottom.
Fish towel only works if you don't flick it off the fish towel.
So now we're putting the Alfagrog in.
Doesn't have to be Alfagrog, you could use other medias. Biome Ultimate or something like that would probably work an awful lot better, but we just haven't got any at the moment. And then we're going to just keep checking that the lid fits back on. Give it a shake to make sure that's still in the centre. And we're going to keep filling that up with bits of sulphur and calcium if we get too many gaps in there. We've mixed our sulphur and aragonite together, and we're just filling up the gaps now that's in between.
And then we can drop these in and
And once we've levelled this off in a second, we're going to make a section just for the phosphate remover. There seem to be more gaps using the Alfagrog than when we used the lava rock. Well, it's going to work anyway, so I'm not overly worried.
So now we've put all this in, we're going to put some of this in. We're going to rinse it off in this water, and then we're going to put it up until it's roughly full. So.
How many cubes are we going to aim for?
20 to 30.
Yeah. Not sure how well it works, but we'll give it a go. Phosphates from our tap, our water are very high anyway, so we'll see how it does.
Whoa. Whoa. This smoke that just come off it, I put it in and
Fine dust.
it was brown dust.
Yeah.
Just exploded.
Mm.
So, as you can see, we've sectioned off our phosphate remover from the
Alfagrog.
Alfagrog, and we've tried to fill the spaces in the Alfagrog with sulphur, but we couldn't get it all filled up.
Yeah.
But we still think it'll work. When we washed these out, they sunk like a stone. They didn't actually float, and a load of brown dust came up into the air.
Yeah, they don't seem that particularly fragile at the moment, but we'll see. If they do fall apart, we can easily take those out.
Because we just have to go.
Yeah.
And if they weren't sectioned off, they would be all.
It'd be just gunk in there. So if we have to take those out, replace them, or add to it, or whatever, we don't have to kill off all the anaerobic bacteria because we can just take it from the top.
So this black pipe here is the outlet pipe.
And I'll just show you where that's coming up. It goes out through the back, and then it's going to come out up onto here, and it's just going to drip into the top of the tank. As you can see, the plants we grow are out of the tank mostly because fish like to trash what's in the tank.
And you can see here that I've got the thing metal
Tea pipe,
this pipe on.
which is the outlet of the canister filter.
So we're going to put this about there. We're going to cut it and then going to heat this pipe up, and then we're going to put that in there. Hopefully it will stay there.
And we've put a control here.
So it controls the flow. So if we ever want to shut this down, we just have to turn that.
Yeah, so we can shut it there.
Or or slow the flow or speed it up.
Yeah, I'm going to put another one on the top so I can slow the flow as I'm watching it at the top. Right, move the filter out of the way. We've taken the outlet pipe out of the water to make sure we don't get too much siphoning going on, or any siphoning for that matter. Now we're just going to cut into the pipe and drain what's in it into that water, into that tub. So what's piping? It's actually surprisingly tough.
What are you using to cut it?
A standard knife blade. There we go. Some water coming out.
Lucky we had that bucket there.
Certainly is. Right. Pipe's disconnected now. cup of hot water.
From the kettle.
Leave that in there for a few seconds. Probably what does. Nice tiny fit. Well, that's going nowhere. So that's on one side. Now to do the next bit. Nice, solid, tight fit. It's that simple. Connected now. Put the filter on, let's get going.
We had a slight problem with our reactor. My dad forgot to put the seal underneath here.
No, I had that seal in. I forgot to put the seal that was in there. So,
that seal?
Yeah.
So look, we had the fish towel to clean it all up, and we're going to leave it running at full speed for 3 or 4 days, and then it will get all the air out, and then it can go at a slower drip rate.
Yeah, if you can just see, there's a few little bubbles of air here and there. Yep, like that one. So if we leave this running at full speed for a few days, that's full speed, and then we're going to slow that down to start with 1 drip
Every 3 seconds.
Yeah, something like that, 1 drip every 3 seconds, and then we'll speed that up and build that up until eventually we're probably at a couple of drips a second, and that will be enough to get rid of all of the nitrates in this tank. You can see in the middle there we've got a different filter running. I just put that in because this is one that's supposed to take out ammonia before it even gets to the nitrite and nitrate stage. We have got another filter running in here which has got biohome media in it, and it was doing particularly well actually. We had no nitrates for a long time, but I'm now feeding these fish about 3 times a day and it just can't keep up. So the next one is, if that doesn't do it, we might put biome in. Well, actually the sulphur reactor will do it, so with no problems really.
So we've tested our nitrates and our phosphates. Our phosphates are roughly 5 to 10, and our nitrates are about 40 to 80.
Yeah, high at the moment, aren't they? Very high. Need a water change. As soon as that filter kicks in, what we're doing?
And we're going to take this middle filter here out.
Because we don't think that's actually doing anything whatsoever. So, other than we're circulating the water, I suppose. But it's ugly and we don't really want it. We'll catch up with you in a while and let you know how it's running. Don't know how long it's going to take those phosphates to scrub out. It says it happens very quickly. So when do you think we should test again, Harry?
In another 4 or 5 days.
Rightio, we'll try that. Thanks for tuning in.
If you like that video, subscribe and hit the notification bell.